The EV charging business looks simple, right? You buy a charger, stick it in the ground, and start collecting money. But the deeper you go, the more complicated it gets. How can you convince someone to buy something if they don't even know what it is? Most people have no idea how EV charging works, especially on the business side in terms of making money. Here are the reasons why this industry is so confusing and why this is actually a great opportunity for you. When I was the director of sales for both those EV charging companies, my job was to go out and find new projects, find new locations for us to close and install our EV chargers, right? But as a salesperson, one of the things that I wasn't expecting was how much educating I would have to do and teaching people how EV charging works in the first place in order to then tell them why our offer is good. I've been in sales for 10 plus years, and of the products that I've sold, most of the time, people have a general understanding of what it is. So then when I come with my offer, they can comprehend it quickly and decide yes or no if this is a good fit for them. But with EV charging, the questions that people were asking were so simple, so basic that first I'd have to understand the concept, and then I would have to explain why what we're offering is a good deal. So the first problem that comes to mind with the EV charging business is educating people. Most people still don't drive EVs, and even if they do, they're not as familiar with the whole mechanics on the business side of things. But this is a great opportunity for people that do understand it really well, are passionate about it, and want to explain this to people, want to teach this to people like myself. And if you want to do those things, then the success of your business is definitely going to go up. Okay, so let's say you do convince the one person you get a hold of, they're on board. If they drive an EV, the chances of them understanding the concept and wanting EV chargers is usually higher. So then you get that person on your team, but who are they? Who are they in terms of making the decision to move forward with your EV chargers? When it comes to a building, there's so many different decision makers. This is a big challenge. This is one of probably the biggest problems with the EV charging industry right now is when you want to get a yes or a no answer, there are so many different parties involved that have to come together and agree to give you a straight answer. So let's say you come across a location, a building, a parking lot. It looks attractive, like you want to install one of your EV chargers there. Then what do? Well, the first thing you think, okay, well, I got to talk to the property owner, right? But who's the property owner? A lot of times it's not just one guy, Johnny property man, that owns this property. There's many times it depends on what type of property is it. Is it a apartment building? Well, then certainly not going to be one person that owns it. It might be what's called a homeowner association where a group of people together own that building. Or it might be a company. Let's say all of the apartments in that building are going to be rented out to people. Then usually it's one company that owns the building and it's a rental building. They're renting out all the units in that building. Okay, then let's say you come across a convenience store or a parking lot that has a great location you want to install your charger. Then you go and talk to the business, right? But you find out that the person that owns that business doesn't own the property. They're just the tenant. They're renting that building from a property owner and they pay them monthly to just operate their business in that building. Okay, so then how do you find the owner of the property? Well, usually then you have to talk to the property manager. And the property manager is someone or a company that the building owner hired to help deal with these types of things. If something goes wrong in the property, they can call their property manager and have them deal with it. So property managers are always the best place to start with really any building. Almost all buildings, almost all properties will usually have a property manager, property management company, and they're the gatekeeper that can give you the introduction to your decision maker. Another issue with this industry that comes to mind is the install costs are so expensive. The cost to install an EV charger in a commercial property, unless you know exactly what to do and what not to do, it can be crazy expensive to the point where it's like this, there's no way we're making our money back on this. It's not uncommon to find outrageously expensive installs. You have to really know what you're looking for to find an affordable installation, or at least one that makes sense from a return on investment standpoint. And I think this comes down to it being a new industry. You know, these electricians, they'll usually overshoot the prices because it's not like installing LED lights where they've done it 1,000 times. They can eyeball a location and know what to look out for. With EV charging, it's new. There's so many moving variables that they usually overshoot the prices. Also, because it's a new industry, the equipment, the hardware, everything involved with the physical EV charging is more expensive. It all has to do with economies of scale. They're still pumping out these EV chargers, and when things are new, they're more expensive. So I'm hoping with more time, install costs will start to drop as it becomes more standardized, which means you'll start to make your money back faster from installing EV chargers. It's already starting to happen. The next problem that's on my list with this industry is the profits from reselling electricity alone are just simply not that high. This is why it's always best when you're starting an EV charging business to pair it with some other forms of revenue. Make sure you're selling other things like maybe convenience items, or I've talked about this a lot. I have way more information about this in my course, so check that out below. Or if you want to book a call with me, feel free to book a time in the links below as well. But if you're simply relying on making all your money back from reselling electricity, there's a few things you need to know. Well, one, at the current moment, at this current time in February 2026, it's not like the streets are overrun with EVs. They're still being rolled out. It's increasing every day, but utilization is the biggest thing. If you have a product that you're selling, but only a few people are buying it, then obviously your profits are not going to be that high. So with lower utilization, right now, you might need to lean on something else, which would be a higher profit margin. So you might need to try to boost the sell price up right now to cover your expenses. And then as more demand starts increasing and people are using, instead of just using your chargers maybe 6 hours a day, maybe they'll start using them 10 hours, 12 hours a day. Then it's like, okay, you might be able to play around with your pricing a little bit because you want the profits. The profits are only going to increase with time. As more people drive EVs, those profits are going to go up. There's no set game plan on how EV charging works or how it should work yet. We're still in the early days of shaking out the cobweb, shaking off the dust. But to me, this is where the huge opportunity lies. When things are kind of unsettled and there's lots of holes and gaps, then you can find lanes. You can find ways to pitch your business or launch your business that is better than what other people are doing. Just like how all the successful businesses are. They saw gaps. They saw lanes in how the industry, the status quo was currently, and they saw how much better it could be. And that's exactly where we're at with EV charging. And if you have your own property and are considering installing EV chargers, specifically DC fast chargers, but you're not sure where to start, feel free to give me a shout and we can have a chat about all the different options that are out there for you, who I'd recommend to use as a supplier, and the different business models. I'll help point you in the right direction. And if you're thinking about starting your own EV charging business, take a look at my course below. It has so many valuable resources. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from people saying that it's really helpful. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, then feel free to book a time in the links below. Thanks so much for checking in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Oh yeah, subscribe.